You are welcome to another literature class. This time we are looking at literature 001, drama. Drama. And the title of the drama we'll be looking at is Once Upon Four Robbers. Once Upon Four Robbers by Femi Osofisan. I will go into the summary of this play and pick one or two themes from the play. Then we'll look at some major characters before we get into um, class exercises where our quiz will come up. Now let's look at the summary of the play. Femi Osofisan, the writer of Once Upon Four Robbers, is a Nigerian political and social drama that criticizes injustice, corruption, poverty, and the unequal application of the law, written in 1991, and set against the backdrop of public executions of armed robbers in Nigeria. The play questions whether harsh punishment alone can eliminate crime without addressing its root cause. The play opens with Major Azan Angola, an Alaja, wife of Angola, witness the execution and become bitter towards society. Soon afterward, they meet Ahafa, a mysterious religious figure who gives them a magical song that can make people dance, sleep, and become unconscious. However, they must obey three instructions. What are these instructions? Number one, never rob the poor. Number two, never rob individuals, only public places. And number three, law is a never kill anyone. Using the magical song, the robbers successfully rob a marketplace without violence. On their second attempt, however, greed causes Major, one of the robbers, to betray the group. Soldiers eventually recover the stolen goods but decide to keep the money for themselves instead of returning it to the market women, exposing corruption among those meant to enforce the law. Major, one of the gangsters, is later arrested and sentenced to death. Elijah attempts to rescue him, but she and Azan are also captured in the final scene. Angola begins the magical song again. The ending is left open. The audience is invited to decide whether the robbers escape or are executed. This is a literary device used at the end of a play for audience to decide or assume what is the outcome. We will come back to that. The unusual ending encourages viewers to reflect on justice and morality rather than accept a simple conclusion. I will look at major characters in this play. Number one is Major, a robber whose greed eventually leads to betrayal. Another important character is Azan, a very loyal member of the group, of the gang. Angola is another important character in the story. He is such a committed robber who remains loyal to the group. Alhaja, that is Alani's widow and supporter of the robbers. Ahafa is another important character in this story, the mystical figure who gives the robbers magical powers. Then we talk about sergeants, a corrupt law enforcement agent who symbolizes abuse of authority. Then the market women are the victims of the robberies and representatives of ordinary citizens in the society. Let's look at major themes in this play. Number one is selective justice. Selective justice. Number two, corruption among public officials. Another important theme is poverty and unemployment as causes of crime. And another important one, which is the last, abuse of power. It's another important theme here. Abuse of power. The last but not the least is the effectiveness of the death penalty in solving social problems. The effectiveness of the death penalty in solving social problems. How effective is death sentence? Literary device is used here. I will make this an assignment. I have found out 5 major literary devices used here, and I need you to write a short note on each of them. Number one is satire. Satire is an act of correcting societal ills in literature works. How does it play out in this story? Write a short note on it. The next one is symbolism. Symbolism is a major tool, major literary device used in this play. Write a short note on it. Irony is another literary device used. Write a short note on it. Songs and chants. We heard some chants and songs in this play. Write a short note on it. Then the last one, I briefly explained it the other time, is open-ended conclusion. Write a short note on it. How effective are they used? In conclusion, this story argues that society cannot eliminate crime merely by executing criminals unless poverty, inequality, corruption, and injustice are addressed. Crime will continue to exist. Osofisan challenges the audience to question who the real criminals are: the poor robbers or the powerful individuals who exploit society through corruption. That is the end of Once Upon Four Robbers, written by Femi Osofisan. You will have a quiz at the end of this particular video. Please attempt the quiz and send in your answers. I'll see you in the next class.